Shalom, shalom, Israel. Might not be able to. Shalom, shalom. Hold on, let me see if I can forget that. Shalom, shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Bear with me, family. Again, shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world innately calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to the apostle and to the elders of Great Millstone who've been ruling well through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in their spirit to endure. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in their spirit to endure. And shalom to the wives and the single sisters that's believers of His word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put it in their spirit to pursue to be a loving and silent wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. It's amazing because right when I pulled here, stop, waited a minute, and then just came to the thought of what I would go into. But I came right across it, right before I even thought I was going to read anything. And I get a message from my aunt, or one of my akim, you know, and he said, their brothers read today. Their brothers give time to Yahweh by Shem Shai today. You know, this is how you know. The same thing I'm thinking in my mind, yo, I gotta, even if I did a video, even if I called in the name of the Lord, it's not enough. I didn't fully read a whole chapter today. It's not enough. So it hit how he was like, the Spirit just had me just hit y'all up and just ask this question, you know, and through the Spirit, we all need to do better, you know, and that's just crazy how that just happened. And it just shows that the Lord is always trying to remind the ones that He could be dealing with. I have to say that because I'm always trying to pick this thing up to the best of my ability and bring out this word. I'm either trying to watch a video, trying to sharpen up, right? Trying to take correction. And it always, even if I'm chilling, it draws me to talk about this or bring this out. This is the only thing that got men really moving like men and have wives moving like wives. Husbands, fathers, friends, brothers. We move way different. So we should be giving time to the Lord. And it's amazing that my brother said that, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this verse that I just came across. But I had it in my stash in my notebook. So I'm going to read in the KJV and the GNT. But first, I'm going to read it in the GNT. I'm going to read it in the KJV, right? This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 14. It says, "For she is a treasure unto men that never faileth, which they that use become friends of the Most High, being commended for the gifts that come from learning." Right? And you'll understand when you go to verse 27, you know, it tells you that wisdom, she maketh them friends of the Most High and prophets. You know, when you cleave, when you attach yourself to wisdom. But it says, "For she is a treasure unto men that never faileth." Wisdom would never fail you. And that goes back to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9, verse 6. Without wisdom, you are nothing. And it's a lot going on in this world. In order to understand the prophecies, in order to know the people that surround you, in order to know how to order your house, in order to know how to come outside and teach, in order to know, do you have a gift? We have to read. We have to take heed. Sometimes, yeah, you might not have the patience to read sometimes, but then you gotta work. You gotta work on the way to get in this thing. because you can't really say you in this thing if you ain't watching videos. I used to always just pick up this and try to hurry up and do a video, and I couldn't just sit and watch a video. Like I watched camp videos, and then that made me want to go do camp. That's why I was doing camp a lot. You know, sometimes it was drawing me to do it. Sometimes I wasn't able to do it with my brothers all the time. So I would just get up and just go, you know. But then I start seeing I'm hurrying up, rushing to go teach, but I'm not rushing to go read. You know, in order to open up your gifts, to get better with your gifts, you have to entertain reading, right? That's why he says, blessed is he that read. But in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 14, it says, no one can ever exhaust the treasure of wisdom. Use those treasures, and you are the Most High friends. He approves of what you learn from her. You know, the treasures is especially the sincere milk, but it's the prophecies, the dark sayings, and the parables. You know, that helps you get ready for what's to come. We just trying to get ourselves in order before Yahushua come. You know, if I can, I'm gonna show you what this. Hey, and it's another thing. Hold on, what did I say? No one can ever exhaust the treasure of wisdom. If we actually took the notion of actually reading, we wouldn't say what this bugaboo sister said. Hold on, listen real quick. You know, if we would entertain the fact of wisdom, we wouldn't say what this girl said.
I'm about to go out, but I had to make this video before I leave. Also, y'all never really get to see my body. Yeah, I'm fine as fuck, if you didn't already know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know why Christians have this mindset of, I have to save everyone. Let us go to hell. Let us burn. Why are you so gung-ho on doing this to the point to where you feel the need to push it on people, hurt people, kill people, just because you have to learn about God? I don't fucking care. Just stop. Y'all always trying to convert a motherfucker. Doesn't it say in your religious text to leave people alone if they don't want to listen to you? Did y'all miss that part? If hell is where I'm destined to go, let me go. Just let me go. Because let me tell you something. This shit, this earth shit, yeah, this is hell. I can deal with anything if I can deal with this. And I've said this before. If hell is the place where all of the free thinkers are, the people that question shit, the people that don't just blindly follow things, send me to hell. That's where I want to go. Let me go. Please. Your religion is dying, and you're trying to fix that by converting every single person that you see. You ain't got to save everybody, Susan. Let them go. Let them go. The way I see it, either I'm right and none of this shit is real, I'm wrong and there's a completely other God that none of us have been talking about, or I'm wrong and this Christian God has actually been sitting here watching these atrocities happen without doing anything to stop them and sending people to hell who complain about it. So I'll go to hell happily, and I might spit in his fucking face if I see his ass. If he has the audacity to be real, I have some fucking words for him. Leukemia, my guy? Like, really? Homelessness, starvation, murder? You just had to create all those things? Fuck you. Go ahead and send my ass on to hell, because you're not gonna get one lick of peace if I am in heaven with you. I'm asking questions every single day for the rest of eternity, bitch, and you better have some motherfucking answers for me. He better not be real. I'll tell you that much.
This video will be a response.
Now, it's just crazy. My thought of today was not to even go into this video, because brothers already went and they did a beautiful job. But it's just, this goes into, if we was to read, if we was to take heed to hearing the minute of the Lord, watching videos, you know, take a minute actually understanding what is going on. This is why we have to read to even know the past. You know, that's just to say a whole lot. But she's saying she'd be mad to know if the Lord was, basically the Lord just sitting back just watching all of this go. Hell yeah, he is. But you best believe, you know, the Most High is he have workers, you know, doing the work that he required them to do. This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh. Because it's really the elect. And with her attitude and how she talking, through the spirit, any Israelite thinking like her and talking like her deserve to die, especially women. Us as people, the reason why we don't understand why what's going on or what's going around, first and foremost, if you're grown enough to roll you a damn blunt and buy a cell phone, you are old enough and capable to go read. And if you don't understand, you capable of getting on YouTube. You gotta search for this thing, because some people think just because they say Jesus, they automatically get it. You have to show a liking to this. That's why in Second Esdras 8:4 it says, swallow down, O my soul, understanding, and devour wisdom. And it's another thing. This is even more why all of us, like, not just only reading too. You want to be watching videos, because you don't want to come in this thing acting or moving like you know it all. We were taught how to do wicked. We were taught how to get an education. We were taught health, sex, all those other things. You mean to tell me you can't learn who you are? This is Second Esdras, chapter 1, verse 5. It says, "Go thy way and show my people their sinful deeds, and their children their wickedness, which they have done against me, that they may tell their children's children, because the sins of their fathers are increased in them, for they have forgotten me, and have offered unto strange gods." Right? Us as descendants, we did worse than our forefathers. Our forefathers is way back, but you have to know we got more wicked. That's why the Lord said he's gonna judge us 7 times more for our sins. We in a new time right now, and Jake is way crazy. Like right now, it's just beyond, and it's more women birthing monstrous children. That girl that we just listened to, she's a monster child. So that's why we got to get back into knowing what these scriptures go into. So let's actually get into. Let's see this. Do I want to read this one? All right, here we go. This is Isaiah chapter 52, verse 5. It says, "Now therefore, what have I here, saith Yahweh, that my people is taken away for naught? They that rule over them make them to howl, saith Yahweh, and my name continually every day is blasphemy. Therefore my people shall know my name. Therefore they shall know in that day that I am he that doeth speak. Behold, it is I." Right? And this is Isaiah speaking. Eventually our brothers and sisters in this America, 4 corners of the whole earth, they're gonna really know who we are. Going back all the way to Egypt, when we got up out of there, all nations on the earth knew who the Most High was, because his fame went throughout the earth. Only the elect men, and of course some of the other nations, especially the elite, know who they is. The whole world don't know. Right? Verse 7, it says, "How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publisheth peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publisheth salvation, that saith unto Zion, thy power reigneth. Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice," which we just read in Second Esdras, the 1st chapter, verse 5. And then you can even go to Isaiah 58, verse 1. "Cry aloud and spare not." But we have to teach our brothers and sisters their sins. And I know me, I was trying to stab people in the spirit about, "Sister, you doing this. You're not covered. Oh, brother, you doing that." But you got to get the beam out your own eye. But let alone, while I was already getting the beam on my own eye, I should have been edifying them. I shouldn't be coming to stab them, let alone if they don't even give a damn about the Most High. We have to understand this truth is not for everybody, right? The smell don't smell the same to them, right? So it says, verse 8, it says, thy watchmen shall lift up the voice. With the voice together shall they sing, right? Because most of the men of the Lord come together, you know, because you might have somebody that interpret, you might have somebody that prophesy, you know, and somebody that speak tongues, right? But we're all singing the same song, just like when you go to 1 Corinthians, was we at chapter 1? Or it was probably, I think it was 1 Corinthians chapter 1. No, First Corinthians chapter 15, verse 1 all the way down. You know, Paul said, you know, they teach, I teach, but we teach the same thing. Revelation chapter 14, verse 1 to 3, Revelation chapter 15, verse 3. They're singing a song of the Lamb and singing a song of Moses. So it says, with the voice together shall they sing, for they shall see eye to eye when Yahweh shall bring again Zion. Break forth in joy, sing together, ye waste places of Jerusalem, for Yahweh have comfort his people, he have redeemed Jerusalem. In order to know what is going on, you have to hear the ones that's the watchman, the one that's crying aloud, the ones that's teaching the people their sins day in and day out. Let alone who is using foolish preaching, right? When you really go into this foolish preaching, you're not just trying to pick a scripture to make somebody feel good. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're watching this now, later, tomorrow, whenever you're watching this, I am not doing this to make you feel good. You know, the Lord, I highly doubt the Lord care about all the ones he calling. He care about the ones that's chosen. Yeah, I'm calling everybody. Cool and dandy. But I care for the ones that's chosen. The ones that's going to endure to the end. The ones that's not going to give up. When you actually look at Hebrews 6, you understand every time we fall back away from the Lord, we hang Yahweh Shai back up again. Oh, let's put this now. Let's do this now. Let's spit in his face. We keep putting Yahweh Shai back on the cross. This is why we don't need to cast our pearls, you know, to no swine, man. Let them stay in them, and what we going to do is keep feeding the flock. Keep feeding the flock. Keep feeding the flock. How we feed the flock? Speaking on Yahweh Shai. People didn't understand they was speaking of Yahweh Shai in the Old Testament. People want us to stay in the New. In order to fully grasp the prophecies, the parables, and the history, you have to go to the Old. Right? This is a puzzle. You know? This is going to be more smooth and easy to the ones that are the elect. But this is going to be hard to the ones that's not chosen. That's like somebody looking at like a math problem and trying to look at it in mad different ways and can't find it. This might not be for you, young man, grown man, young sister, you know. Verse 10, it says, Yahweh have made bare his holy arm in his eyes of all nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our power, which we see in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. Even though you can go to many more, you know, 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. But the salvation that the Most High is going to come with is going to be a strange salvation. Nobody's going to understand that, you know. Half the things we see here, some people can't understand that. But when Yahweh comes, the power he's going to come with, you ain't going to be able to understand it. You should be seeking the Lord, because this girl right here, she says she'd rather go to hell. I'm sorry, sis. Hold on, let me go back to that. I'm going to go back to that. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 18. Wait, Salaki. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. You know, the main place of judgment is America. But like it just said, the place of judgment is under the sun. You know, this earth is a place of judgment for us. You know, even for the nations, Yeah, the Lord had given the world unto you, starting with Esau. So if you ain't getting the benefits of this world, ha ha, joke is on you. Because you did a good job playing your role in our story the Lord made for us. But it's time for the men of the Lord to stand up boldly and actually say who they are. That sister don't know who she is, and your mom, your auntie, and your uncle don't know who they is either. You got to really analyze. If we really had all that wisdom that Solomon had, you can analyze so much about yourself and your people and be like, yo, we fucked up. That's why I like looking at my kids, because I can tell who Israel is. Stubborn, I'm stubborn. Disobedient, but sometimes I'm disobedient. Lazy, sometimes I get lazy. Want to have the last word, sometimes I had a last word. Ignorant, sometimes I'm ignorant. Don't want to clean. Sometimes I don't want to clean up. And when you want to go deeper with the cleanup, you wash clothes we wash your clothes every week, maybe every 4 days. You should be washing yourself. Guess what? Look at our kids. Our kids grow up a certain age. Mom, can I get a cell phone? But they don't even want to read. If you not cleaning you spiritually through the spirit and the mental, look at your kid, and I bet you they ain't cleaning themselves either. The apple don't fall too far from that tree. Still gonna pick it up and eat it. I need you to understand we need to do better. And I need to start with myself. Because the Lord says, seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling. We should be trembling in the spirit. Just like what my brother said, did you give any time to Yahweh? Not enough. Yeah, I did. That's a proud mindset. I did not give enough. An hour, 5 hours, even a day is not enough, because even when you look back at all the times you did miss, all the times you did miss before you got in the truth, and then when you got in the truth, because niggas get comfortable, like a new pair of shoes, you get comfortable. So let's go back to the Isaiah chapter 52, verse 11. Depart ye, go ye out from thence. Touch no unclean thing, go ye out of the midst of her. Be ye clean that bear the vessels of the Most High. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I'm about to read, because the point, we going into Yahushua. This is verse 13 and 15. It says, behold, my servant shall deal prudently, wisely. He shall be exalted and extolled and be very high. As many were astonished at thee, his visage was so marred more than any man, and his form more than the sons of men. So shall he sprinkle many nations. The kings shall shut their mouths at him, for that which had not been seen told them shall they see, and that which they had not heard shall they consider. In that great day, they're going to consider who Yahweh Shem Yahushua is. Now, the elect, they considered. When we look at the men of the Lord that walked with Yahushua, when we look at the men of the Lord before Yahushua, the righteous one, and the men that's now they're growing up, they know, they understand. Now, we haven't fully seen them, but we seen them because we see them in these scriptures. We see them in these prophecies. We see them. Because if you can't see the Lord and understand the Lord in this, you have to know we need to move with a different vibration. When I'm around my brothers, the conversation is endless. And brothers damn near come up with a whole lesson, having a whole conversation. Having a conversation about new moon. And then you start understanding, like, when you really look at it, we wasn't in the calendar that we in now, the Roman calendar. We was in a new moon calendar. But what does it take to try to understand? Of course, watching videos and reading. Let's go to another classic, like Jeremiah always say, the classic. This is Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 15. It says, Yahweh thy power will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken. You know, we should be hearkening to who? Let's see. You know, we got to understand what Moses is minutes, times, far behind before Yahweh Shai come into play. But he knew of Yahweh Shai. Man, he knew of Yahweh Shai more than the brothers that's in the, over here right now. You know? This is Matthew chapter 21, and I'm going to start at verse 18. It says, this is St. Matthew chapter 21, verse 8. And a very great multitude spread their garments in the way. Others cut down branches from the trees and strawed them in the way. And the multitude that went before, that followed, cried, saying, Hosanna, the son of David. Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. Hosanna, the highest. Hosanna in the highest. You go to Psalms 118, verse 26. That's where it was first said. It says, and when he was come into Jerusalem, all the city was moved, saying, who is this? The multitude said, this is Yahushai, the prophet of Nazareth of Galilee. And what did we just read in Isaiah? He'd be exalted, right? Let alone, we still in Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 15, right? Let's go to Acts 3 and 22. And this even goes with Matthew 17 in the Transfiguration. Lord willing, y'all know the Transfiguration. Lord willing, you do. This is when Yahushai was on a high mountain with Elijah and Moses. And that's when the Most High said it again. This is my son who I'm well pleased. Hear ye him. Right? But this is Acts chapter 3, verse 22. For Moses truly said unto the fathers, a prophet shall the Lord your power raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto me. Him shall ye hear in all things whatsoever he shall say unto you. And what we just read in Matthew 24 and 11. Yahushua was a prophet from Galilee. What? He was a prophet from Nazareth, from Galilee. You know? That right there was plain fire, right on the point. Right on the point. Like when you sharpen a pencil, that point is sharp. That was right on the point. The Lord said somebody just like me, Yahushua, was healing and doing certain things that nobody was doing, just like Yahushua before he came. He had that power beyond Moses, because guess what? Yahushua is the staff. He is that rod. Because technically, because he is the rod, you know, because he is the rod of correction. You know, he is that living word, you know, let alone, you know, he is the shepherd, you know. So Yahushua didn't need a staff like Moses, you know, because he is the volume of the book. And Yahushua is the power and the wisdom of Yahweh. So plain, you know. We want to hear Yahushua. That's why you want to dig into prophecies, right? Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that. I know if it was Sam, he would get that. I know if it was the bishop, I know he would get that, you know. Revelations, the 19th chapter, verse 10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren, that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. That's why we need the spirit. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 10 and 11. We need that spirit so that we can understand the deep things. So you can understand the testimonies of Yahushua. The angels knew the testimony of Yahushua. So the angels already understood and knew about Yahushua. How about us? We always say Jesus, Jesus, but you didn't even get. That shows you didn't even get deep enough. I remember when my brother, especially Bashar, when he first came around, but Yarmayan used to always laugh. He like, bro, you keep saying Christ, you keep saying Jesus, bro. Say his name. You know his name. You ain't gotta sugarcoat it for the other people. If they didn't get it, they didn't get it. And I'm like, ooh, and it hit me, and I needed that correction. You know, when you find out that name, you say the name. You know, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He allowed our simple asses to know his name, man. You know, we should be thankful. The most we could do is be thankful that the Most High allowed whoever in this thing, truly, that is saying the Lord's real name. You literally. Hold on, I'm just because a brother that I used to do Bible study sent me something. So like y'all, I had to make sure I download some. What was it? We gotta be thinking. Yeah. Yo, it's crazy. I did have a headache. I had a headache on this left corner right here. I could still function, but it was there. And for some reason now, that drink is lowering down. All praises. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High and Hamashiach Yahushai concerning you. We got to always give thanks. You know, as soon as that's why I love my brothers, man. When Sam was like, man, yo, I got to do this. Yo, when a brother was saying, look, man, I can't eat before I, say something to the Lord. And I've been trying to, add that in my life. That feeling is amazing when you first say Yahweh Shem Shai, Yahweh Shem Shai. And just like when my wife had told me when we was out, she was saying that my daughter, out of nowhere, when she woke up, she said, when the Lord comes, when Yahweh Shai comes, will it be thunder? Because I know when it thunders, that means the Lord visit the earth. And that hits you when you wake up early as heck to get your kids ready for school, and maybe your one child, or even if all, but that one child is saying, hey, when the Lord come, will it be thunder? That's supposed to hit you like, yo. And that's supposed to put that fire in you. So it's amazing. The same time I was about to go live, my brother Sam said, did you give your time to the Lord? Yo, him definitely hit him. When my brother said that, him was him. That was him. But now, go to verse 19. It says, quench not the spirit. Right? Hold on. Quench not the spirit. The best way not to quench the spirit is St. John chapter 2, verse 6. But whoso keepeth his word. This is verse 5, Salaki. It says, but whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of the Most High perfected. Hereby know we that we are in him, right? Because we abide in him, because we keep in his word. In verse 6 is the point. He that saith he abideth in him ought himself also to walk, even as he walked. Galatians 5:25, if you live of the Spirit, you shall walk of the Spirit. Yahweh Shai did it. This is why he was able to do what he did. He did ask the Lord, please let this cup pass over me. Let it be your will, but not mine. Now, we in this thing, we most likely can't let this cup pass over. You let this cup pass over, it's over for you. Take it all in. Take it all in. Take it all in. Take it all in. Yahweh Shema Shai is long suffering. If you had a list of everything you did, yeah. I need all of that. You know what I'm saying? You want all of this. That man Solomon didn't say a little bit of wisdom. He didn't say a little bit of understanding. He didn't say a little bit of knowledge. He said, man, Lord, can you give me wisdom and knowledge and understanding? He said, man, who can judge these people? And then turn around, the Lord gave this man the wisdom. So in order for us to really come out here and teach, that's why I think it was Yarmayan or my brother Sam. And the apostles always say this too, man. It's hard, to be, to teach this word. Or let's say it better. It's hard to be a prophet. It's hard to really be a teacher. It's hard to be a student. It's hard to be a apostle. It's hard to be every position that the Most High wants you to be in this thing, right? And I'm only saying it because this is not for the weak, People that's excited and amped up is going to be able to do this. But guess what? You got to know the left-hand side got their team too. It's just like basketball. The left-hand side got a team too that's going to come very crafty. And then they're going to say, hey, yo, get the merch, or it's just going to be something in there, man. It might be a damn action figure. You know what I'm saying? That's going to bring you in the truth. I'm gonna make an action figure for you. Now, for me personally, I made a superhero called Judah Mysterio. So I can't be dissing too much either, but I'm going to say what I'm going to say because it is still funny. They did definitely made a action figure, a Hebrew action figure. No fringes. The man looked like Pootie Tang, right? I'm just being straight honest. But outside of that, I made a superhero named Judah Mysterio so that my kids and other kids that's in this truth and not this truth can, we can laugh at it, but we can be like, man, I got somebody that's fit. And I'm a real person. Superman is not real, but Yahweh Shai is. Like you said, God did, God is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Judah Mysterio is real, but I was trying to make him a Hebrew Israelite superhero. But his powers was bringing in the scriptures. And for like a prompt, I used my sword. But technically, this is the sword. But, I could see, in certain cases, a lot of brothers, even on the left-hand side, have the same ability what we have on the right side. It's just the left-hand side is using them for their purpose. Let's get that. Let's get that real quick. This is Sirach 39, because this goes back to the sister. Like, why is this happening? Because everybody have a purpose. And under the sun is judgment. Sister. Oh, yeah, let me take that back. Asher might watch this. You are not a sister if you're not doing the will of the Most High. Mark 3:35. We ain't buddy. Somebody might, oh, yeah, you don't look at me as family. No. The Lord don't. You want me to get the verse for you? This is Sirach, chapter 39, verse 21. It says, a man need not to say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For he have made all things for their uses. Now, I'm going to be, because I love y'all, man. I'm going to get that in the Gnt, right? Right, so 39 verse 21 in the Gnt. This is what it says. It says, no one should ask why things are as they are. Everything is, Salaki. No one should ask why things are as they are. Everything in creation has its purpose. Everybody has its purpose. People will ask you, brother, what's my purpose? Hey, if I tell you the purpose, is you gonna get your butt up and actually do it? You know what the purpose, your purpose is? Your purpose is to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Know who you are. What Mufasa tell Simba? Remember who you are. This woman out here saying they a boss. She don't even know who she is, but she gonna say she a goddess. Girl, you stupid with money. You know what I'm saying? I'm a stripper and I'm a boss. Excuse me, ho. You is a hoe with money. Then a brother, man, I'm a boss. And the man is a drug dealer. That's what he is. The man is a whole drug dealer. We got to understand, to understand the Lord, you have to dig, you have to search, you have to search where nobody has found, because who is the one that gives the wisdom? Who is the one that gives the knowledge? It has to be Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Who will put it in the man's Who will put it in a man's spirit to teach thus saith the Lord? Who will put it in a man's temple to pursue a man they don't see? Now, if you got faith, right? If you got faith, you gonna speak and you gonna teach on who you believe in, right? Because the real men of the Lord, they believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? Let's get that in Hebrews, man. You know, some people I seen from my brothers, you know, the community. You know, they see me. Let me see. Yeah, this is Hebrews 11:6. It says, "But without faith it's impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him." You saying leukemia? Guess what? We deserve even worse. If we ain't seeking the Lord, how can we think of reparation or getting saved? This man left a blueprint, and you not even using it. Revelations 22:11 by my brother Shem Yawala. You know, Revelations 22:11, it says, "He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still." And that even goes for the sister, man. If you want to do you, stay filthy. Stop worrying about what everybody else is, because Salaki, y'all. Because of what the brother just brought out, I had to stop. You got to stop doing what you're doing and go get that preset. I think it is, yes, this is Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." Hey, sister, you wasn't working out your own salvation with fear and trembling because you wasn't seeking the Lord. And then the sister says she don't even care. She gonna spit in Yahweh Shai's face. Guess what? Your probably your daddy or your uncle already did that. You know, in the scriptures, they probably already did that. So you good, sis. The Lord gonna come back and he gonna tap that ass. You know, people really think the Lord is coming back with a hug and a kiss and a damn piece of chocolate, right? The brother Shem Yawala put Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. "Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch." You know? And I'm being honest. I do not care for anybody that want to fall into a ditch. I do not care for anybody that's fine with staying blind. I don't want that, because then it's a reflection of me, what I was. And you got to know how fast the Lord can bring you in this. He can take your ass right back out. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Let alone, I am here to be a light. I'm talking about the ones that's trying to know the truth, but they're not taking it serious, just like I did. That's why I wish I would have did this even harder, but that's just the Lord. You know, he must increase and we must decrease. It's really the Lord that gives you the increase. While you decreasing, the Lord is the one that gives you the increase. You know, the Lord gave Paul an increase by giving him, Yahushua was teaching Paul, gave him an increase. He went harder than all the other apostles, but they teach, I teach, and we teach the same thing. Everybody goes to Paul. Paul. But don't understand, even Paul was referencing the Old Testament because that's what they had, buddy. We have to really take history into consideration. Now, let me get that word for history. You know, let me stop being stingy, man. Right? Hold on. Okay, history. History means the past, former times. The study of past events, particularly in human affairs, right? 4 more times. The whole series of past events connected with someone or something, right? The whole series of past events connected with someone. Who is that someone? The children of Israel, right? The whole nation, but only the elect is going to obtain that because the rest were blinded. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, you know? You know? We not getting the elect. They was getting fed incorrectly by other wrong delinquents. But the Most High moved us up out of that. And now Israel's getting fed way better. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to read this. This is Ezekiel 34, verse 11 to 16. It says, "For thus saith the Lord God, behold, I, even I, will both search my sheep and seek them out." Right? I, even I, will both search my sheep and seek them out. You know, Yahweh, of course, is the Ancient of Days. And the Lord already knows who is elect. And what did the Lord do? He sent Yahushai. You know, but let alone, what did the Most High do? He sent the prophets, the apostles. He put everybody in place. It has to start with Yahweh, because Yahweh gives that information to Yahushai. Yahushai just don't know when he coming back, but he understand what the Lord likes and what he don't like. Right? Verse 12. It says, "As a shepherd seeketh out his flock in the day that he is the day he is among his sheep that are scattered, so will I seek out my sheep and will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day." Because the day of the Lord is darkness. But how is he going to collect us? Ezekiel 36:4. He's going to collect his elect 4 corners of the earth, even which was said even in the gospel. And if you striving to be the elect, you're going to get saved, man. Be patient and be occupied. You know, be patient by letting go of things that was taking you away from the Lord, taking you away from meditating, increasing, you know, calling on the name of the Lord, right? Because this is not about an individual man, an individual congregation. This is about the Most High's elect. The true men of the Lord that's fully being dedicated, even on from what I see. I'm just giving it where it's due, like Sirach 4:7. You bow down to him, mighty men. Yahweh Shemar Shai, you know, Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Shai, Barakathum. You know, great millstone been feeding. You know, and I'm a babe. Been in this thing for 7, but I mean, I'm a babe. I'm a toddler, and I haven't got, you know, fully fed like how these brothers constantly, every day is something. Every day is a video, and even on a one day, everybody is making a video. Everybody going live. Some people be saying, "Oh, they're gonna just do a video." That's the whole point. He told Peter, "Feed my sheep, feed my flock." He didn't say how many times to feed. If the Lord put it in your spirit and your notion, stop worrying about somebody else because he didn't put it on you. You know? Don't the Lord say in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, do not quench the spirit? So they doing videos probably not to quench the spirit. They know that this is exhortation. That goes for the sister. The reason why you don't even know the Most High, because the Most High not dealing with you. You know? The Most High didn't give you wisdom. You shit out of luck. You know, a lot of us, you know, we was shit out of luck at that time, but the Lord had us searching for what we trying to search for this, we searching for Illuminati, and then we found what we were looking for. That's like a crackhead looking for the best high and can't find it. Then they find it. That's the best high they ever had. They still looking. You know, the Most High is gonna gather his brothers and sisters. So keep enduring, keep pushing, keep do the things that is righteous. You know, if you is doing a garment. It could be a man, it could be a female, and you watching videos. You probably didn't read, but you doing a garment. You know what? I'm about to go get this to a brother. You know, do anything that's pleasing the Lord. Let alone if you have a talent within you, if it is sewing, if it is this, you can unleash that gift by even reading more. Like a chapter, meditate on it, see if you can understand it, and then okay, you meditate, you chill. And if you ain't really doing that, and you, as soon as you even feel you bored, you should be picking this up. And it might be times where you fully devour this. You got to think what the Lord up there is thinking. That's just like a father come home and he might see his kids doing their homework, or they clean the house, or kids is being good, they respect it. When a kid is being good, you know the father is, oh man, they love it. You know, every father is different. You know what I mean? You got to think how the Most High feel. Sirach chapter 2. We got to do things that's pleasing to the Lord, because then he'll fill you up. Fill me up, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I got to bring that out. I got to bring him out, man. Fill me up. I think that is... This is Sirach chapter 2, and I'm going to start at 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and we have to read his word to know. That girl wanted to quote a scripture, but you ain't really get in there. And this is not a religious text. This is history. This is historical. This is biblios. This is a Bible. This is dealing with the history of the Israelites, let alone it is helping the nations understand and know who they are. Right? Disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. So if we are really seeking to be the elect, we're seeking things to please Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, so we can be filled with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know, your prayers get answered when you pleasing the Lord. Your prayers get answered when you being a doer. Don't think your prayers get answered when you ain't doing shit. When you don't really believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. When somebody want to ask you, hey, who you want to hurry up and say, I believe in Yahushai. This is not about one individual person. You know, the main thing this is about Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Yahweh is the Most High God, Bahashem in the name Yahushai, who the world even calls Jesus the Christ. You know, verse 17, they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight. Heart, it means your mind. And you're going to prepare your mind, your heart before the day of the Lord. Hey, and this is what I keep trying to teach in my household. We got to get our faith, get our spirit, and get our minds right, because we're going to see some things we ain't never seen. We're going to really have to depend on faith. You know how, like, I'm spending money and doing this? Have you ever went where you just had to only depend on faith? You didn't have money? It's like a homeless person. You got to really think things is about to go down. You got these high class billionaires moving money out the market. A lot of money out the market. Zuckerberg, something is about to go down. And soon, a lot of these other congregations, they're going to, if they're really in this thing and the Lord dealing with them, if they is probably of that number some way, somehow, they will change some of their understanding, they breakdown, especially the mark of the MOTB. They will change. They will change some things soon as that thing come out. Because then they're gonna understand, you know what? They're gonna either take if they really the elect, they're gonna take accountability and be like, you know what? I had made a mistake. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna say, look, they were right. Because the scriptures say that people will say those were the men of the Lord. So it's gonna be people that's faking this truth, and they're gonna really know who the real men of the Lord is, and then they might change. They're gonna change their understanding. But then you still gonna have prideful people that's gonna stay where they at, and you're gonna have people in the world that's gonna know the people in the corner wasn't even crazy after all. They was just using something. They was just using something foolish just to wake up the true believers. You know, and that's mercy. for the Lord to still have mercy on us, to still let time, because Revelation 7, he got them angels holding it back the full wind. That's the Most High has the most patience and the most mercy. Let alone we have other prophecies that have to come into play before certain things come. But that is the Lord's mercy, right? I'm about to go back to Ezekiel 34 and read 14 and 16. I'll close out. It says, I will feed them in a good pasture, Psalms 23, and upon the high mountains of Israel shall their fold be. There shall they lie in a good fold, and in a fat pasture shall they feed upon the mountain of Israel. I will feed my flock, I will cause them to lie down, saith the Lord power. I will seek that which was lost, and bring again that which was driven away, and will bend up that which was broken, and will strengthen that which was sick. But I will destroy the fat and the strong. I will feed them with judgment. You know, the fat and the strong can be in Israel, you know, because you got to understand when we go to the beginning of this chapter, and it's another chapter I went to, where the prophets, the false prophets, they feed theyself, right? They feed theyself. And then you got the other nations who are fat and strong off of wealth in the world. And they're fat off of us because we're the riches. We're the riches of the earth, man. We're the riches of the earth, right? And the Lord said, I will feed them with judgment. The Lord gonna feed y'all with nukes. He gonna feed you with death. The Lord is he's gonna beat the record for the most kills. You know, brother saying I had the most kills in Call of Duty, or who had the most kills in a genocide in the world. The Most High is gonna have the biggest genocide, and he's gonna have the biggest kill record on the earth. All praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know. But this was really about Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 14. Let me read that again. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 verse 14 in Gnt. No one can ever exhaust the treasures of wisdom. Use those treasures and you are the Most High's friend. He approves of what you learn from her. So you can never exhaust wisdom. And that goes off of it's never a time where you can where you have to stop. Now if you want to, you can. You know, I know brothers do say make it have a balance, which is true and would be wise so you don't drain yourself. But if the Lord put it on you to go hard like that, it's nothing you can do. You're gonna do it. You know, so you can't exhaust wisdom, let alone in another way you could use that. You can't exhaust wisdom how it's nothing wrong with asking questions. You know, if you always feel you asking questions, I know a lot of people like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm bothering you. No, it's good to ask questions. You know, the one thing I don't like, maybe I got to do better. I don't like when somebody asks me the same question again, and then you ask, did they write down that precept? And they be like, no, it could be the third, the fifth time. That's for anybody. I don't like that. You know, and now it's different if I forgot, but I said I had it in my notebook. And they'd be like, hey, where's your notebook? Or I misplaced it. Now that's different. I'm going to just be honest because I am still human. You know, but to be honest, like, you got to have patience. You got to be, when anybody asks a question, give them an answer. But if we're in this thing to teach people, you know, I have to come fully correct. And I know in myself, I don't even like if I'm doing a lesson and most of it, like right now, none of this was written. And I usually do like my big lessons, I write them down, especially a lot of times when I'm going to like mad different precepts I don't go to, you know what I'm saying? I write them down, especially for a member bank. You never know, whatever time is going to be, I might have to pull out my notebook for somebody. But I don't really like to forget precepts, especially if it's in the notion, you know, if it should be in the membrane, you know. But one thing I do for sure, if I don't have it in my mind and I didn't constantly say it over and over again, I have it written down. And I remember my brother Yarmayan always say, if you want to remember precepts and, you know what I'm saying, write them on a flashcard. I tried it, but it didn't it didn't fully work. Maybe I didn't give it my all like I did this. Maybe I felt like it's too much carrying a stack when I could just carry a notebook. But the notebook worked for me, you know. Writing in different colors, writing in different angles, sometimes writing big, and then I might say, hey, read important, important. You know, there's nothing wrong with exalting wisdom. I mean, exhausting wisdom. You know, you really got to keep, that's like knocking at the Most High's door, knocking at Yahushua all the time, because Yahushua is the door. Even if he say, yeah, you just keep knocking, you know. But Lord willing, this was edifying and on the point. I want to give all praises again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world in the calls Jesus the Christ. And again, double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. And a mighty shalom to the all elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching this word and believing this word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to build all of y'all up. And Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in your spirit to endure. And with that, I'm going to just say shalom. Shalom. Yahweh speak.